Today we're going to talk about designing a self-paced course, and it's lead magnet. The lead magnet is just going to be a sample of our course. I think for those of you who know me and who follow SuperTeacher, there is a 5-minute video done on how you could create an easy lead magnet based on the self-paced course or a digital product you already have developed. But if you haven't, then we're going to cover that as well. Let me know where you're tuning in from, and thanks again for bearing with me during the hiccups. And if somebody is not familiar with me and still tuning in today, just a quick intro. Hi again. Welcome one more time. My name is Ivy. I'm a special educator turned ESL teacher. And since 2016, 8 years now, I've been teaching ESL online. I'm still teach with a company with NovaKid, and that helps me kind of fuel my private project and business called SuperTeacher. I think most of you are familiar with. And I also teach independently since 2021 after Chinese companies closed down. And I see the same trend happening these days with all school teachers. And recently, like for the past week or two, there are a lot of ex-all school teachers joining SuperTeacher. So if you're one of them, feel free to reach out and just let me know if you need support. Just to mention it there. And today is going to be all about designing a self-paced course and some prerequisites we need to make sure to take care of or just think about before even getting into the content creation and delivery process. I read quite a few resources and researches and books on this because this webinar was supposed to happen previous week, but due to some private matter, I had to postpone it for this week. So I'm even more happy and excited for today. So I read an amazing tip, and it's actually research-based. It's an evidence-based fact that we all, everyone who is even thinking about creating a self-paced course, should first think about humanizing their online course from the get-go. What does that mean? It means to add your personal presence into the course and to make sure you make yourself and other students even available to each other. So let me know in the comments if you have ever tried to create a self-paced course, be it maybe a single, like a topic-based course or an ongoing series of courses. Or I know some of you are like Katie from Edge Academy is a course creator and curriculum creator. So I hope, Katie, you can share some insights today, as usual. That's going to be valuable for sure. So let me check the comments. Oh my goodness. Now I am in the full speed. Yeah, let me check it. Hi, Allison. Allison is tuning in from Oshkosh, Wisconsin, USA. Awesome. Mandy made it as well. Perfect. Yay. Oh, yeah, perfect. You are coming right on time. You missed all the hiccups. So true. Hi, Fatima. You made it too. I'm so excited. We chatted earlier, I think this morning or last evening. Katie says, I've mostly sold courses for teachers, but also done a couple of self-paced courses for students. Super interesting. I think no matter the audience, of course, the audience does matter when designing the resources for your course, right? Especially like the level of interactivity and multimedia used. And if you're addressing some specific student base, then you should take care of all their needs, of course. So this is part of the designing process. Is the needs assessment we're going to also touch upon today. Fatima says no experience, but why not? It's even more exciting to kind of niche out of your teaching. If you are a teacher or a coach or mentor or an online educator of any kind, and you're doing live meetings and coaching and stuff, why not put your expertise into a well-organized course, accessible, and make it accessible to many more people. Like all of us probably do teach online, and so how many students can we have in a day? Like if you're crazy like me, you will have 17 students in a row like I do on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but then I do it on purpose so I can be free on other days and stuff. But yeah, I can only cover that many students, right? I can't cover hundreds and thousands of students. I can make myself available to, lots of users and maybe people who are interested in what I do. So a self-paced course is very well recommended for having a broader reach, right? And plus, for attracting clients, you want to have in a live support kind of setting. So let's see. So humanizing your online course from the get-go actually means to establish presence within the course you're creating. I know, for example, for sure, I use Abridge Academy. So after every single lesson, there is a comment box, and Katie made sure we can leave a comment, give feedback, ask questions, and that way I feel less lonely. The research shows that the big disadvantage, like they have the biggest hesitation, people interested in, even super interested in our services, is that level of contact they're going to be having with us through our self-paced course. So that's something that's the most important thing when people are deciding on committing to a self-paced course, no matter if it's a one-time pay or subscription based, because it feels isolating, it can feel lonely. They feel, people, like the research shows that people feel that they have no mirror to reflect upon, to bounce ideas off of each other. So that's why I'm telling you this is something you can definitely take care of and should take care of at the very beginning. So there are three dimensions to this kind of presence within a self-paced course or resource. So the social presence refers to creating a community of students, no matter their age. Of course, if they're kids, they will need parents' presence if you're creating a course for your young learners, for example. But for adults, maybe for kids, that should be, of course, guided by parents or targeted toward parents. So the parents would be your audience to share their students' progress and, throughout their learning path through the course. Just make sure you understand who your audience is and who you are developing this social present feature or outlet within your self-paced course. I hope that makes sense. Teaching presence, it means, sorry, how you can make yourself available. Are you going to include some kind of learning feedback, a space for them to leave you a comment or to upload files, or when they do assessments to reflect upon, or maybe to even offer a hybrid course, meaning you can include live sessions after they finish a module of your course or a section or a unit or however you call it. So that means make sure there is any type of dimension, like, it can even be a recorded video congratulating them on their progress at the end of the module or at the beginning of the next module. So make sure you're there within the course, be it recorded as a recorded presence or you being live. I know many teachers are saying, like, how do I make it? It's not a self-paced course anymore if I'm open for, feedback and stuff. But you don't have to do it that way. It doesn't have to be in live mode. So you can definitely add a pinch of, yourself into the course. And by cognitive presence, and it refers to how applicable the knowledge is, how tied, how well you design the course so it makes sense to the students in their everyday life, and plus the whole learning flow or the learning path. And these are like the core elements that's gonna create the full the best possible educational experience for your students. So also, if your course topic is not niched down enough, that's what's going to set you apart. If you promote your courses, an opportunity to share with peers or other participants, to connect with you, to apply what they learn, in their everyday life, or for whatever purpose they're taking your course for. just you can use this concept very well to promote your course as well and to add value to it. Let me see. I think we have a few comments or not. Oh, I think there is a big delay between the. Never mind. Just let me know whenever you have comments or have something to add to it. Sorry. I hope this makes sense. And I think this is something many of us don't even think about. We just think, okay, how do I create the video? How do I create, me included? How do I create, how do I add worksheet or stuff? How do I embed things? But actually, what we all need to think about is what we are offering beyond the worksheets and the content itself. Right? So it feels kind of connecting, not isolating. And for that purpose, do check out DigiPad. For those of you who are following my webinars and joining live and following SuperTeacher, know how thrilled I am whenever I think about La Digitale. La Digitale is a set of 30 plus free educational tools for teachers and other educators, and one of them being DigiPad. And in one sentence, it's a free alternative to Padlet. So let me just put the link out there to La Digitale and all of their products, and look for DigiPad to begin with. DigiPad will gonna let you create a whiteboard, kind of a board where your students can add videos, images, feedback, comments, and stuff. So it's actually basically a community board. Yeah, it's a community board, so to say. So let me put the link out there so I make sure I edited. Oh, yes. Now I see some comments coming through. Great insights. Thanks, Ivy. Thank you, Katie. I'm glad you find them useful already. Katie also says, I think when creating courses for students, the engagement, student teachers, is really important to add that personal teaching presence and sense of community, right? You can even create a group if you do use social media and have them chat between each other even, but we're talking about this, so you don't have to manage these social groups, social media groups. It should all be done within the course, so you also follow all the interactions and everything. Yes, thank you so much. Super important. The other thing, very important, is greet them at the door. I love that phrase. I read in one of the little booklets about creating a perfect kind of course design. And that means do include a welcome or course introduction video, with that suggestion that actually a tip that it should not be about the course at all. This welcome video should be about you and your students or attendees, people who sign up for your course. So it should not be, I don't know why, but it's just science, research shows that because they're already in, you don't have to pitch the course to them. You don't have to give them the whole structure of the course in advance. The classical one, if you're like me, like I'm very detailed when I do things. And the first thought I had was, welcome to the course. In this course, you're going to learn this and this and that. And I would just kind of give them a breakdown of the whole structure and then mention a few things to kind of attract. That's completely wrong. Research says, be warm, be present. It's all about you. They already got access to your course, right? So this is kind of the first section of the course, to make sure to welcome them. Of course, you can add another kind of course introduction video when you do self-marketing. Then, of course, it's important to mention what this course is about and how it's going to help. But the welcome video should be all about you and your client. Let me know if you have any specific dilemmas or questions on that note. And for the purpose of creating simple videos for your course, I always recommend Wave Video, the logo to the left you see. And their website is wave.video. I know some of you already started creating video resources using them. There's a great free plan, and basically only their libraries are limited on the free plan. Let me know what you have discovered so far. And of course, Zoom as a simple and free tool to record stuff, but it's not an editing tool as well. So if you feel like you want to edit your videos, then go with Wave Video for sure. There are other free options based on your mobile device. I mean, you can check your iTunes stores and stuff like that. CapCut, I think it's called. Some free apps for editing, but you can also keep it simple. Allison says, that's a great suggestion, creating a chat for those taking the class, right? Yeah, definitely, because it's all about creating the community around your course. Even though for us also might feel isolating, I'm doing the course, and the fact that it's self-paced kind of puts a kind of a barrier between me and my students in my head already. So first thing we need to take care of is create that presence, like the human touch. Greet them at the door. Of course, do not overwhelm with the course itself, but just welcome them. So the point of this welcome video is literal. Make them feel welcome. Give them some tips on how to interact maybe throughout the course, where they can reach out or leave a comment and stuff, and keep it simple. And just let them know that you appreciate them taking the course. And the third kind of thing I discovered to be very important, maybe makes the most sense, it's not abstract at all, is this instructional design model, followed by even, institutions who create courses and course experts. And these are the steps. And so the first step would be to analyze, and this refers to needs assessment. So, of course, before creating the course itself, before designing it, you need to know who you are making it for. And that can be even your current clients. I think that's the easiest way to begin with. If you teach online or coach people or do mentoring sessions, I'm sure those clients would be the first ones to be open for piloting your course, You can even create a special deal for them and just use your piloting phase for gathering feedback, recommendations, and stuff to later kind of upsell it. So analyze who this course is for, but also not just what you have in experience, like what you need, who you are targeting, but what their needs are. Just recently, I think yesterday, Fatima, if it's okay to share, I think you would like me to mention, but she had a great strategy. Fatima started, who's a fellow SuperTeacher, also started doing self-marketing on Xiaohongshu, and I loved her strategy. She shared over our Monday training, and she said she would find students who have some learning maybe challenges, or parents struggling to support their kids on the social media that belong to her niche teaching, and she would comment under there. So these are parents who post videos of their students, the way they read, or I'm not sure, recite stuff. I'm not sure about all the details, but I love that approach. Like, she actually was looking for clients who have the need, for her services, and she would just comment and support them at first, and then say, okay, why don't you try this and that next time? So she would, bring value even before selling herself. So then they would reach back. So it's very important to assess the needs, what you think is needed, or it doesn't have to match the actual learning needs and maybe the market you're targeting. Super important, right? Design is all about the core structure, objectives, and kind of not simplifying, but going into specifics, from your overall learning goals to the smaller goals, and how would you call it? Yeah, the smarts. Yeah. So the actual unit goals and activity learning goals. So from the bigger picture to more specific, and the objectives and the goals of each activity within the course. Sorry, that sounded clunky a little bit. So first of all, think about the objectives you want them to achieve, and make sure to also emphasize those when marketing your course. Your course should be organized in modules, and we mentioned the first module already. The first one definitely should be an intro to the course that can have your welcome video, and then maybe a little bit about the course, maybe a self checklist, or maybe a learning path of your course. And everything I mentioned today you can create with La Digitale. So remember, you can use digipad to create an online community board to share files and comments and connect with each other. So peer-to-peer engagement, and your teacher presence as well. You can create your course learning path using La Digitale as well. And there is a specific tool for that. You will find it out. You will figure it out. So students can actually reflect on their progress, and it's easier to kind of navigate your course and see where they are at in their learning path. Let me stop here before we go into the content itself. Okay, no new comments, I think, or they're delayed. Okay, perfect. And then, only then, we think about developing the course, actually the course development, which is all about the content. If how interactive is it's going to be, what kind of content or resources you're going to be including. I did a whole series on that, so I would completely, maybe only if you need me to or us to discuss some specifics, but there is a series of 6 or 7 webinars done on how to make your self-paced course interactive, and the top 10 tools I recommend. I can just mention them, and you have a whole video on each and every one of them. So for creating interactive, let's start with worksheets. There is a site called Top Worksheets, and it allows you to even upload files like your images, even videos and audios, and make those worksheets interactive, and then embed them in a course builder such as SuperTeacher, digital product creator. It's very intuitive. It has a free plan. All of the tools I talk about have a great free plan. So let me just share maybe the link to, I'm going to share the link to the playlist I've created on self-paced courses. So I highly recommend looking into it for more details on each tool you need to learn more about. Okay, so just a list link. Let me edit. Mm-hmm. Okay, Katie says, thank you, Katie, for the comments. Katie says, I would actually recommend running a live version of the course first, right? As part of your pilot process. Most definitely. I agree. All of my courses I ran live first, and it was really helpful for getting a real insight into what learners need help with and help me improve my teaching. Oh, sorry, the message cut out. And activities, right? That's what I was thinking, and I found as recommended, really, to use your existing base. It can be your current students or client, ex-clients, your social circles. So just to gather some valuable feedback and see how it really goes. And then Katie says, then when I launched the self-paced version, oh, you mean live? Oh, okay, now I see. Sorry, I misunderstood that. Then when I launched the self-paced version, I contacted my previous live students from the same program, perfect, and offered them a big discount of free place or fully place. Yeah, on the self-paced version. I love that. This then got me a load of reviews and good initial engagement. I love that in the self-paced version of the course, which made it easier to sell going forward. Perfect. I would maybe just say that it depends if your target audience is young learners or adults. Like maybe the live mode could be a little bit challenging because of how consistent they can be and so on. But yeah, definitely a series of live events then turned into a self-paced course is perfect, right? Thank you so much, Katie. This is so valuable. Perfect. Okay, when it comes to the content, there are some kind of general recommendations. When it comes to videos, if your course is designed for young learners, so the videos should not be longer than 2 to 5 minutes, and for adults, there is a general recommendation of 5 to 10 minutes tops. When it comes to all other resources, the shorter the better, of course. Always having little bites or chunks of your course is better because the students themselves feel better progress. When they finish an activity, usually a course builder such as SuperTeacher ones has the progress bar, so it will say, yeah, 5% finished. Let's go to the next five, and so on. So it's kind of more encouraging. There is a bigger chance of them actually finishing one activity at a time. And yeah, just be aware of that. Yeah. Let me know if you have any specific questions or if you're thinking about any specific tools for developing the content itself. Oh, Katie also says, yeah, to be honest, I haven't done courses for younger learners. I think they engage better in live content. hmm Yeah, if present. Yeah, I'm thinking like it would be harder to negotiate, like if it's going to be a series of events for them to be consistent, so you can actually have some progress with them. My self-paced courses are for teens, or other courses I have sold to teachers. Perfect. Yeah, Fadim also says, yes, the shorter the better. Katie says, I think young learners really struggle with the self-discipline, attention span needed to engage in self-paced content. So true. Unless it's super gamified, which requires more tech design work. True. Yeah. So when it comes to tech, let's try to simplify it. What every course creator or somebody wanting to create a self-paced course want to be using. And I just mentioned some of them. So you would definitely need to create some kind of worksheets, be it a self checklist or simple as a Google form. And just last Friday, I did a 5-minute Friday video on how to embed these resources. So I think it's enough. It's good enough. If you are able to use, if you know how to create a worksheet, then that's gonna be good enough to use those and add them, for example, in an interactive worksheet builder such as Top Worksheet, where you can then add interactivity to it. Everything you want them to do by printing out the worksheet, you can make it interactive online. If they need to tick something or circle or drag and drop or connect the dots and whatnot, you can do that with Top Worksheets. It's really awesome. And the website will be below this video. When it comes to video content, we mentioned Wave Video. When it comes to gamifying your courses, I highly recommend, and I know a lot of you already use it, WordWall, because it's super simple and it works worldwide. It's very reliable and it's suitable both for adults and young learners. Let me just add the website, and you will also see the separate webinar done on WordWall during the past few months. WordWall is basically a game creator tool, but you can also create PDFs and worksheets within it. And it's very simple because it's templates based. So you can just input simple words or audio samples or images, and it's going to create a full, game out of it. Katie says, I love WordWall, right? I know they're even part of Abridge Academy's curriculum, which is amazing. I always send them after class, and kids are like, feel them as reward. Even though it's a review activity, they're like, oh, don't forget the game, So they really enjoy it. So thanks for making those, Katie. Michelle says the Top Worksheet drag and drop feature is awesome, right? You can literally, it's drawn to you. Everything is super simple to use, and I really highly recommend that one. Michelle also says, I also experimented with WordWall. It's amazing. Oh, I remember, Michelle, we talked about it for your music classes, right? You needed to upload audio samples and have the kids guess and listen, to have lots of listening activities, right? So you can do that with wordwall, most definitely. You can even record within wordwall. You don't have to use an external, like, third party tool. So good enough, simple as that, wordwall to gamify. La Digitale, let me show you. I can tell you enough. Like, I just need to show you so you can imagine better. Um, Let me check if you can see. Yes, you can see ladigitale.dev, just to see their roster of apps they have. And one of them being Digipad, I wanted to show you just to see how it works. Create a pad. Oh, sorry, we're not on the right page, but we're getting there. Okay, create a pad. You don't even have to log in or register. Let's say it's gonna be teacher Ivy's board, community board. And maybe, okay. And once there, you see how beautiful it is. You can of course change the background image if you want to simplify it. Or if not, you can start adding files. You can add links. You can add links to videos. You can organize them in columns. Let's add something, maybe a word wall game or maybe a YouTube song. Let's see. Okay, if it's for kids, let's add a hello song. So once they get there, maybe they have to listen and maybe add an image of them waving or whatever. Yeah, you think of. I'm just gonna grab a link and paste it here. Oh, not here. Hello song. Here you say, here you can add YouTube, learning apps, Google Drive, and whatnot. It's really compatible with whatever you can imagine. And here it is. To validate, it means save the changes and voila. You know, La Digitale is French, so voila, I kind of. Okay, so what students can do then, so you can lock this resource so it's not collaborative, or you can allow editing, I mean, commenting or interacting with it. So they can add a comment, let's say, watch the video and record yourself. Okay, Michelle, I'm inspired by you now. Singing. So you want to see if they can sing in tune. Okay, so here is a little instruction edit. Okay, what else can we do? So this is like the board itself. Let's see how we can set it up a little. Yeah, the settings tab is gonna also reveal the QR code you can share or the embed code which you need to embedding it in your SuperTeacher digital product creator if you're a SuperTeacher user. If not, it's gonna work anyways. Just grab the embed code, the language. They have a few options there. The display, and here is the background. If you're teaching kids, maybe something more kids friendly or clean like that, or just white. I mean, you can pick the color and so on. And then here you can enable, you see, interactivity, like conversation, who can interact with it, connected users. Do you allow name editing, or you want them named as they come? If they're your SuperTeacher students, then maybe it's better to not allow name editing here. If you're selling and building your course on SuperTeacher, this is what you can allow uploading. So we said we want the student to record themselves singing, then we will need to add audio recordings as enable, collaborative documents, comments, and reviews. Now you will see lots of options added here. So now, okay, here you see I'm able to leave 5 stars, or actually another user will have to do that. let's see if I can leave myself. Oh, I can actually. And then I'm even able to write, um, comment, and upload more stuff. That's how it works. And it's super enough to start with building your community. Let me know what you think in the comments. Maybe some of you are new to La Digitale. Another useful thing I mentioned from them is the learning path you can build. Let's find it. Let me find it. It's called, okay, DigiSteps. Let me open the link first and I will take you there. And I think this is super useful for anyone creating a course. I know for myself, like when I'm purchasing a course, I really want to see the clear structure because my brain is like that. Like I need to see all the neurons and the wires, and so I can have a full picture of what I'm getting. So this is more visual, kind of. Let me see if I'm sharing it. Yeah, I am. I think yes. Create a learning path. Katie says, I love it, so easy to use, right? DigiPad, especially since Padlet is not free anymore, as far as I know. So, plus you can use so many more tools in addition to it. Let's say this is going to be about your music journey. Sorry, Michelle, I'm just so inspired by you. This is wonderful. What's my favorite word? Music. Create. And here you can now do a step-by-step learning path and also in the end embed it. Let's say first they need to learn the notes. Music notes are the ABCs of your music journey. Whatever it is, you can add and decide if this is going to be a section, a document, an exercise, or an activity. Let's say it's a section. You can decide on the date. I'm not going to go into all of the, okay, let's turn it into an exercise. And then a link if you created an audio with La Digitale as well, or a video using Wave Video, or just you can just add a link to your maybe separate file, external file. You can just add it here. Estimated time of completion, let's say 15 minutes. Oh, this is hours 0 and then 15. Step locked with an access code. Yes, no, it's up to you. A thumbnail image and so on. Okay, we need to enter a link. Okay, we will here. So you see, it can be an internal Digistorm or La Digitale quiz. Let's try it with a YouTube link. Oh, that worked. Okay, and so on. And so you keep building it, and in the end, you click share. If you want to preview it quickly, just copy and paste the link. And you can also embed it later on. So when I click here, okay, I'm just in the editing side of the story, but you see the student will be able to see the whole flow. Just worth mentioning, a tool worth mentioning. Okay, and the testing phase, as Katie also already gave lots of valuable feedback, like make sure these users are real users, your ex-clients or prospects you find, maybe you stumble upon and say, offer a special deal. You can even run a little campaign of like a limited time offer, create a sense of urgency, and then sell a limited number of seats maybe for your course, and then gather valuable feedback, go back to it, evaluate, implement the feedback. Not just, it's not about how you feel or they feel about it, but try to find some useful feedback and implement it to brush up your course, the course itself. Okay, I'm not sure. Yeah, the other thing I wanted to mention is think about the way you want to sell your course. Is this going to be a one-time big course you're going to sell, with a one based on a one-off payment, or maybe your course is going to be subscription based. And this is possible, especially if you do want to implement more of like a personal kind of presence to it. So you can include live meetings or check-in points within the course, and keep your community engaged. You can even, upsell other events if you're doing maybe some webinars or other courses. You can include your community into maybe one-time events, actually, maybe kind of master classes, I was thinking, on your relating to your course topic, and then offer discounts. What you can do with SuperTeacher, you can also use coupons and to promote your course, and you can limit them to the number of users. Your students, your SuperTeacher students, can give those courses as well, which is amazing. Like, they can literally purchase a course for their friends and family, and gift it to them. They can share their referral link, or they can, refer students to you, so you can then reward their efforts into growing your student base by also offering them free access, or maybe a discounted price, which is really nice. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, lots of comments. Perfect. Yeah, they're coming through in batches. Very interesting. Oh, found it. I think this one was among the last ones. He also says, I love it, so easy to use. I think you're referring to WordWall, right? Katie also says, I love how easy it is to embed these kinds of activities in SuperTeacher to create self-paced courses. Yeah, definitely. I thought of showing you briefly, as part of this video, and I'm going to add more relevant videos under this thread. Michelle also says, for teachers working with listening, pronunciation, or any audio-based and voice-based exercises, the teacher record function is simpler for short sound bites. Sound wave is more complicated. Yeah, and remember, we actually practiced using it, and I kind of walked you through how simple it was. So it's perfect. Yeah, did you record? I heard you said wave video. That's what I thought. So no worries, Michelle. So let's see how you can incorporate all of that, implement your bits and pieces of the content you create to then implement and put it into a course form. Just quickly, let's skip over to SuperTeacher Digital Product Builder. I'm just going to have to log out of my student account. As I was testing something just before the event. Just give me a second. Okay, and here we go. So remember the funding elements of each course we talked about, which is humanize, or make sure there is some kind of presence, be it social, cognitive, your teacher, instructional presence within the course. Then grade them right from the get-go, and then get into assessment, needs assessment, design, course design and development, implementation. So now we're between the design and development and implementation. So this is where SuperTeacher can help you a lot, simplify things, and because it already has a course builder, which is included in all SuperTeacher plans, and they're free, and if you're a subscriber as well. So let's go ahead and check it out. Making sure you can see the right screen. Perfect. Okay, so once you're logged into SuperTeacher, go ahead and check your My Class Offer tab, and there you will find My Courses or Digital Products. And this is our digital products builder. I call it like that lately because it's not just a course builder. A lot of teachers use it in many creative ways to add resource libraries, create lots of lead magnets, and one-time resources to sell. So click on the button that says add a digital course or product. Enter your course name, let's say your musical adventure. Your music adventure. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm inspired with Michelle's music course. Um, and let's say this course is going to be a one-off payment of 99. Uh, okay, I don't have music here, but if you're a music teacher, you will see music added. And this is going to be maybe for kindergarten students, a one-time payment without live presence in the course. Let's add a child-friendly photo here. Oh, this should be a course, an intro video. Sorry. So this video, because it's going to be public on your SuperTeacher page, it's good if it is about the course, and also mentioning your expertise or experience, and also what value it's going to bring to your students. So keep it short, under 2 minutes. The shorter, the better here. Of course, it depends if you're addressing ESL students. Be careful with your pace. We can do a completely separate event on creating videos if you want. Let me know in the comments below. I would love to. I have lots of experience, by the way, doing videos, because for a long time I've been doing digital stories. I was a digital stories trainer working with disadvantaged youth and adults, around the world, actually, with one NGO. And so we used educational digital tools to give voice to those, after floods or natural catastrophes, disasters, or, people migrating, escaping the war, and kids and whatnot. Lots of topics where digital technologies. That's why I love the ed tech tools, especially because they can give you voice, and they can just amplify whatever you want to deliver as a message or share. So in the intro video, keep it short, simple, clear to follow, and maybe with 1 or 3 outcomes you can mention, or learning goals. For now, I'm just gonna have to, because I don't have one. I'm not even sure what I have. I will try to skip it and just add the thumbnail image, which can be this one. Looks kids friendly. And then describe the course here. Welcome to your music adventure. This course is for kindergarten students, beginners in music theory and practice. I'm sure Michelle would do that much better. Here you can mention a little bit more about the course and maybe share your course policies. Hit next, and here remember the very important part to begin before even designing it is to define your goals and outcomes. And it says at the end of this journey you will be able to name all the notes, all the music notes, and sing them correctly. Maybe write notes in a staff, and so on. Who should join in? Parents with their young learners. Maybe be precise if it's important to you, if you don't want to work with babies. Say age 4 to 6, maybe. What will you need to know or do before joining in? Maybe have a microphone and a headset ready, and maybe parents' attendance is recommended. I mean, it's not a live class, right? It's a self-paced course, so of course they won't let their kid just, play with the device. Oh, let me see if there are any comments. Maybe I'm going too fast. Fatima says, thank you, Evie. I have a class in 5. Bye. Good luck. Awesome. Thank you for tuning in. And good luck if it's the trial you mentioned. Super excited for it. And then in the end, remember, after you used word wall, wave video, top worksheets, and other digital educational digital tools like Digitale, you just want to embed them all into a logical structure. So remember the first, who can tell me in the comments if you remember the first section? What should the first section, no matter the topic you're covering, should be? Thank you, Michelle, for the beautiful stickers. I'm a sticker person, so thanks. Love them. Do you remember? Does anybody remember what should be our first section or module of the course, no matter the topic? And I'm going to have a sip. Let me know in the comments. Let's see. Okay, still waiting for the comments. I'm going to give you the first letter. What should it be? Okay, I'm guessing you are typing, but the comments are going to come through slowly. So, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and say, welcome. Simple as that, or about the course, whatever you want. I'm going to go with welcome. So just name the section, sort it by appearance. It means do you want it to appear first in your course? Yes, welcome. Okay, and now add your first resource. So click on the course title, click add resource, and then say welcome video. It's going to be first. It's going to take 3 minutes, and then you would want to go ahead and find the video. If you used Wave Video, there is an embed option directly from Wave Video. When you click share, you can embed it. If you are not using any third-party video creation tool, maybe you just created one with your phone or using Zoom and then downloaded the video, I definitely recommend uploading that video on YouTube. Then, because it's completely free and safe, making it private, and then unlisted, not private, unlisted. There are 3 options, like public, private, unlisted. Make sure it's set as unlisted, because then nobody, unless they're enrolled in your course, will be able to see it. So it's hidden from the public view, but it's still accessible. If you list it as private, then it's not going to be accessible to anyone. So make sure YouTube, Vimeo videos should be listed as unlisted. Oxymoron, yeah, but definitely. Okay, let's find the welcome to SuperTeacher video, because I don't have any other handy. So let me show how I'm gonna grab the embed code. Just checking if you can see, yeah, my screen. Perfect. Yeah, who said welcome to the course? Yay, Mandy. Exactly. Welcome to the course. Thank you so much. And oh, Michelle also said a warm welcome via an introduction video that's not more than 2 minutes. Exactly. The intro video is what you see on the course public page to attract, to self-market and to attract qualified leads. So you want to tell everyone what this course is about and who should join in the intro video. But this is a welcome video, exactly as you said, a warm welcome. Yeah, Sandra, hi. So nice to see you as well. Sandra said, warm, inviting welcome. Welcome video. Yes, all of you. Perfect. Why does Wave Video not have the confetti feature? Or maybe, Katie, you can let me know if it does. I haven't discovered it yet. So we should be able to add it because it's party time. Perfect. So let's go ahead. So imagine I just created a welcome video. I want to embed, and it's on my YouTube. I'm just going to go find it, open it from my studio, and then look for the share button. Whenever you want to embed something in SuperTeacher Course Builder or Digital Products Creator, look for the share button I hope you can see it on top of the screen now. And there is always an embed option. Copy that little piece of code that says embed and go back to your SuperTeacher course builder. And remember, here it says embed content and submit. Okay, let's go ahead and preview it, and maybe we can add a few more resources if you want. Let me know in the comments if you want me to show you how to embed something specific. Yeah, and I will also share the how to embed Google files, and not just Google Docs and slides, but also files on your Google Drive. I think it's worth sharing that one as well in this context. So let me grab it. And you can learn all about it here. Okay, here, embed. It's very short, so I highly recommend watching it. Okay, here we go. Editing it and paste, and it should be in the comments now. Okay, so to preview whatever you built so far, let me see which tab. Yeah, we are looking at the course tab. Perfect. You see, we just added the Your Music Adventure course. You see the little thumbnail image. I really highly recommend adding a thumbnail image whenever possible. Some teachers just leave it blank, but this is because if you have your ongoing clients, of course, you're not using your course to attract new prospects and stuff, then it's totally fine. But if you do plan on attracting new clients and students, then make sure to fill it in. So because SuperTeacher does have these built-in elements to create kind of a landing page, so they have all the info. Okay, click on the little magnifier button at the far right here to preview it as a student. And if we uploaded, because I didn't add the video should be here, so they would be able to watch the introduction video. They see the title, my name, feedback I have. They can gift the course, as you can see here. So I can type in any email here and I can gift the course. Oh, user not found. Okay, I'm not registered with okay, let this one. As a teacher, you can gift your courses for free, but when students try to give them, of course, they have to pay. But since I'm the creator, I didn't have to pay anything. And here you see, at the end of this journey, you will be able to, everything will listed, who should join in, what will you need to know or do before joining in. You see here, they see how much time, learning time they have included. A lot of students, I notice, do ask about this, like, teacher, what do I get? How much learning time is my student going to get? Full access on any device. SuperTeacher is mobile friendly, so they can open your course on any device. And here is the most important part, the course content with the welcome video. And now, only because I'm the creator, I have direct access, but they will only be able to see the structure listed. And this way you just keep on embedding resources. Oh, hi, Fatima. I'm so sad I could not come from this side. No worries. There will be a replay. We're buckling up in a second, like we're going to wrap up soon. So you can just tune in from the beginning. It's going to be available for replay right now. Don't you worry about that. And I'm thinking, now that we talked about how to create the resources for the course, maybe let me know in the comments if you think I should add a 5-minute Friday video on embedding all kinds of resources, not just Google Drive resources, but maybe those top tech tools, like all La Digitale tools have the same flow. So I can cover the DigiPad, the way to embed it. Oh, let's do it right away, actually, because it's beautiful. You're going to love it. Okay, and then we will stop. And I can definitely do a short how-to video with all kinds of resources, starting with YouTube. Here we go. And ending with, even Wave video, or, yeah, any tool you find useful, just let me know in the comments. I think you can see my current video. Yeah, you can't. I mean, screen, create a pad. We did create one, but I forgot to save it. Let's say teacher Ivy's community board 2, and the password is going to be the same. And let's say this board is already built. Let's add just one resource maybe to the right. Okay, I do have, okay, this is going to be a welcome video. Maybe after doing a welcome video, you want to prompt your students to add their own video to the digipad. You know, right after in the welcome section, I highly recommend that. So they have to comment on your video or disable commenting and have them introduce themselves as well. Ask them anything you find. Okay, here it is. Validate. Da, da, da. And then when the student comes here, they can leave the next and every other student so they can watch each other's, welcome video. This would be beautiful. And once you're happy building it, let's see. Okay, here in the little kind of settings tool, you will find the embed code. Let's copy it. Let's go back to SuperTeacher now and our course. And I think it's perfect. It's a perfect idea to add this digipad straight away. And plus, you can create unlimited digipads. Each section of your course can have a separate one to have them communicate, exchange, and you can follow on the conversation, reply when needed, and so on. Okay, so let's go back to the course. Remember your music adventure. I'm going to edit the course straight to the learning resources, welcome video, and then your turn. Say hello to your music adventure community. The sky's the limit, really, what you can do with this. Let's say it's going to take them 10 minutes, maybe. And ta-da-da. Let's see. Finish. Preview. As a student, scroll down to the course content, hit the welcome section. So first they watch the welcome video, and then, they have a progress bar, so they hit next. And yeah, ta-da-da, you see? And now they don't even have to be logged in because I set the permissions. Like, you decide if they have to log in, if they have to enter a password or anything. But since they bought the course, that's how they have access to it. They can click here and add. Of course, I didn't change the language. Make sure you fit the language. Hello. Okay, now I really need another video so it looks better. Let's say, okay, I'm going to just grab any video I have available, but imagine how beautiful and personal that should be. And okay, maybe this one, embed the files. Okay, I hope I didn't grab the same one. Oh, I did. Sorry about that. Okay, let me grab another one. Okay, maybe one of these. Okay, this one is good. Oh, sorry. Okay, we're back. Morphe. Okay, now it's different for sure. But it's not personal. But you will see all the faces of your students and whatnot because they're all going to use their phones and then be able to even upload files. Remember, if you allow uploading, they can even upload files. I didn't enable them here. So that's how they keep building. And you can allow or disable editing the files so nobody messes up. I've seen great ideas on using Padlet, like organizing a separate, like mini tabs within the board so students can all have their own tab and you can name them. As soon as somebody signs up, you can list their name create a separate tab and show them that it's their tab. So that would be a perfect personal touch to your course, right? Okay, let's stop here. I hope this was inspiring. I hope you learned something new. And if you have any more questions, let's hop into a private call. Sometimes after the webinars, we just switch. For those of you who want to continue chatting about creating self-paced courses, feel free to join me here. Katie says, looks amazing. I'm so happy to hear that. Awesome. You can even embed games. Like maybe if you are a QualaGo user, for example, and you create playground stories, you can definitely embed them as well. They work really well. And we do have a few teachers doing that and starting to sell their resources to the teachers community. So it can also be targeted towards fellow teachers or students, whatever works for you. And you don't have to be an ESL teacher to be able to use SuperTeacher, of course. As mentioned before, it's open for all kinds of teachers like Michelle, who is a music teacher, or Katie, who is also a curriculum creator and soon to be coach, I hope. And yeah, curriculum creators and coaches and mentors. Thank you for bearing with me, especially with the final hiccup. I mean, the hiccups at the beginning. I hope you could follow me until the end, and I hope I share the screen at all time. I mean, so you could follow what I was actually saying. Enough of me talking. Let's stop here and let me know what you think and how it goes for you under this thread. Katie says, yeah, I sell one of my graph drawing courses. Yeah, data science, maths. Yes, on SuperTeacher too. It's not just for ESL. Perfect. Yeah, so just stay open to the idea of creating a self-paced course with SuperTeacher because it's super cheap. You can feel free to explore the other options, and I'm sure you're going to come back because even though the course builder we have at the moment is very basic, it's going to grow significantly in the next few months because that's next on the roadmap after we do some updates that are in the works. Thank you. Michelle says, thank you for the amazing session. You're so welcome. I'm so glad you stayed and find it useful. Thank you too, Katie. It wouldn't be the same without you. And if you want, do join me. I'm not sure if I shared the link already. I did. Yeah. If you want to hop in, say hello. Let's see each other in 5. Let's take 5 and see you there. Bye for now.